Good morning. So, the other day we went to the farm show out, the Ag Progress Days out in Pennsylvania, and I saw a familiar face, but I couldn't quite put it where I thought I should have. I just couldn't match the face with the person. So anyway, I was looking at the Kubota tractors and I was, just looking at them. And I honestly think that Kubota does a pretty decent job of putting their tractors together. The thing that I really dislike about the Kubotas is the four-cylinder engine. 180 horsepower out of a four-cylinder engine just doesn't. I mean, obviously it's achievable. Caterpillar's been doing it for years, but I don't know. 6 is better than 4. Anyway, whatever. So I was looking at the tractors, and this guy was kind of, standing off to the side, and I was with my son and my wife, and I went to the show. I didn't announce that I was going to the show just because I kind of wanted to see the show. And if I'd announced that I was going, I would have been mobbed with people, which is okay if that's what I was looking for. And for those of you that did walk up to me, I appreciate it. You did a good job. You didn't hang on and, ask me 50 million questions. And, it was great. I had a great time, and everybody that I met, I kind of had a connection with in some form or another. I love it. The one guy's like, hey, I love your channel. He says, sometimes I don't agree with you, but, for the most part, I really enjoy your channel. And I was like, well, thank you. I says, that's the way normal human beings work. We don't, even our best friends, we don't agree with. Even our family members, we don't agree 100% with. And we still love one another and care for one another. And that's how life should go. And so anyways, I'm in the tractor, and my son is just done. He's like, Dad, I want to go home. I've had enough of this 150,000 degree weather. I'm tired because it's like afternoon and it's nap time, and you didn't bring the motor home. So we're going home. So anyways, we get out of the tractor, and this fellow walks up to me, and he introduced himself, and, he took a video. Outdoors with the Morgans was, is the channel that he's from. And I've watched a little bit of them, not too much. As a matter of fact, my brain don't work. I can't even remember his first name. But anyways, and I'm honest, I'm not going to go and look it up and then come back and say, oh yeah, so-and-so from Outdoors with the Morgans has approached me. Well, I don't know his name. I've watched a couple of their shows. It's a little different than what I'm into watching, but he does a pretty good job. He's got a subscriber base of over 200,000, and he put me and William on his channel, and I've gained some subscribers that way. So those of you that are watching this that came over from that channel, I'm a bit of a shocker. I'm not as nuts and berries as, say, the fellow from Outdoors with the Morgans, or even Josh, the Stony Ridge farmer. I am here. I am probably a little rough around the edges, or not refined, as Zach Johnson had told me one time as well. Just get a little more refined, Wesley, and your channel will explode. I'm like, F that. And so I am who I am, and I'm glad that y'all are here. If you like what you see, stick around. If you don't like what you see, hey, you're welcome to go too. I mean, it's okay. No skin off my rear end. And I'm not cursing today because of the newcomers that are here to watch. But I would like to check this girl out. Oh, yeah. She backed back into that room because she has no pants on. Of course, some of you have seen her naked in the past. At least the top part. Very pretty girl. Anyway, I'm not shy. I'd strip down naked here right now if you wanted me to. And I don't look bad naked. There was a song that came out about 10 years ago on YouTube. It was, I don't look good naked anymore. I still look okay naked. So anyways, I want to actually show something that I got in the mail yesterday, and we'll give a little backstory to it. So before I show you what it is, and it's really cool. It's actually really cool, and 99% of you will not even know what this is or even care to know. But a few years ago, there she is. Got her pants on now, baby.
I didn't know you were doing that shit.
I'm always doing that shit. Anyway, so a few months ago and even a few years ago, I have expressed that I would love to go to the Isle of Man and watch the TT. Not the titty, it's the tourist trophy, the TT. And it's a high-speed motorcycle race. If you've never seen it, just Google it or go onto YouTube and write Isle of Man TT, Tourist Trophy, and you will see what I'm talking about. It's a flat-out, fast as you can go, hair-raising, people die every year motorcycle race. And it goes on for about a week. I believe it's about a week. And in between the races, there's no speed limit on the road. So if you wanted to take your car or motorcycle, you could go down that course without worrying about getting arrested for speeding or anything like that, because the speed limits are off for that period of time. And I had expressed to a friend of mine that I wanted to go and ride the TT course, and he looked at me. He's like, "Are you crazy? How often do you ride a motorcycle?" I was like, "Well, I ride one, kind of often. I haven't ridden my own motorcycle in quite some time, but my son Joseph is going to come back and he's going to fix it all up again, and I'll re-register it, and then I'll have my motorcycle back on the road again." I have had the fortunate experience to run a Kawasaki 600 Ninja, which was wicked fast. I've ridden many different bikes. The nice thing with the Kawasaki 600 was that thing you become one with the road. So he was like, "Well, I don't even think you've ever been in a race." I said, "I don't want to race. What I want to do is actually just take the course. I don't. When the race is over, between races, they allow you to run the course on a motorcycle or whatever if you want, and at your own comfortable speed. So if the speed limit is normally 45 miles an hour, and you want to go 145, you can do it because it's just the way it is." So anyway, I had mentioned this, and then there's this nice fellow from Lancashire, United Kingdom, or England, as we would say. He called it Lancaster, UK, Lancashire. It's Lancaster, UK, and I believe that's where they built the Lancaster bomber, or at least that's where it was named after. But anyway, I'm going to read this letter, and I'm going to show you what he gave me, and I was quite excited because I know the name, and it's signed by this guy, and he is a racer, a motorcycle racer. He races motorcycles on the TT, and he has done it many, many times. So if you're from the UK, Ireland, or wherever you are, in the UK, Scotland, England, Ireland, Wales, there, you probably already know who I'm talking about. He is a 23-time TT champion. He's won it 23 times. And I have a piece of memorabilia signed by him. But anyways, Dear Wesley, I'm going to read it now. When I was watching one of your June YouTube videos, you mentioned the Man TT race, which is approximately 40 miles away as the crow flies across the water from where I live in Lancaster, UK. I don't know if you are familiar with the name John McGuinness. 23 TT wins. He is someone that I attended high school with, which is cool. So here's a guy who actually has a link with him through his childhood, and probably maybe wasn't friends with him, but he attended school with him. I deliver fuel for a job and for a living, and for a job, and he is a customer of ours. I was doing a delivery the other day, and I asked him if he had any merchandise I could have. He kindly gave me the sign, which I'll show you at the end. I'm not going to do it now. I looked at the sign, and not knowing anything about it, apparently it is on the TT course, 10 feet tall. If you look it up, 10 feet tall if you look it up, and it is on the course. This is a smaller version that they sell for about 20 euros with no signature, but that's, I think he said euros. It would be, if it's euros, then he's in Yeah, he's in the UK, but they use the Great British Pound. So 20 euros, Great British Pound would be somewhere, I don't know, maybe 18, but about 20. Uh, if you look it up, John McGinnis, Dave McGinnis sign on Google. So here I am giving it to you for the years of watching your channel. I have watched your channel since the John Deere 4960 Fire. I like your style. I don't always agree with you, but do 90% of the time. Yes, you are right about product reviews. People watching the use of WD-40 would think it's oxyacetylene in a can. If you didn't know better, I had a John Deere 5020 Turbo years ago. I never got a chance to use it to see what it could do, as not owning a farm. It was a nice thing, but your pockets need to be deep in case anything went wrong. The tractor is on YouTube, JFBBBB in Cornwall, UK. Wow. Okay, I've got a John Deere 1630, 1967, and two Massey Ferguson 135 tractors now in a shed to house them with 2 acres. I hope you like the sign. Regards, Adrian Dickinson. So, Adrian, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to send this beautiful letter. It will be put on the shelf over around the corner there in my upstairs living quarters, or which I call the loft, and it will be accompanied. I'm actually thinking of putting this beautiful sign in a TT Mountain Course, McGinnis's. And you can look this up. This is a 10-foot tall sign, and this is the replica, or the sign that you can purchase there on the Isle of Man, or maybe even online. But it's not going to say "Best Wishes, John McGinnis" on it. This is a kingly gift, and I appreciate it, and thank you so much for sending that. My wife's like, "Oh, that could be worth some money." I says, "You know what? You're probably right, but as far as I am concerned, it was just a cool gift that someone gave to me for the appreciation of my videos." And, you know, if you're new here, I can get a little foul-mouthed and stuff. It's okay. Just look past that. There's a lot of good content here. If you don't like fixing tractors, baling hay, raking, mowing, and stuff like that, then or growing corn, then this channel isn't for you. But yeah, I've got a lot of junk around my farm. There's just junk because every time I clean up my junk, I always need something that I threw away, especially a rotor for a Krone baler, which Teresa just snapped another one of those axles off yesterday, or the day before yesterday. But we're fixing it, and I'm actually going to get this thing uploaded and go to work there and get that baler back together. And today's a mow day, so I'm going to have these stupid little GoPros. I think there's another one around here someplace. Now there's 2 more, one in Teresa's car and the other one is downstairs. And we're going to videotape this thing, and we're going to, bam, put it up online for y'all to watch. And it should be cool. So I'm really excited about this sign. I really am, even though I haven't gotten to the Isle of Man yet in my life. And give you a little, you know, something to look forward to is when we get done with this Corona crap. Yeah, the Corona crap. We're going to start traveling again. Me and my wife have pretty much decided that we're going to the Philippines again this year, just because the Senate in the Philippines has denied the president's request for mandatory vaccines and what was the other thing? Traveling to and from, jail time for people who don't get the vaccine. So the Philippine Senate said, you know what? We are the Philippines. We are a free country. Come visit. And we have a place there. So I'd kind of like to go see it. You know, I mean, my sister and brother-in-law, my sister-in-laws and my brother-in-law, they're there. And they're enjoying our house, and we're not. Am I correct in saying that? Mommy's here. She wants to go home, but was afraid that they were going to give her the jab, which she didn't want to be jabbed. And, you know, that sort of thing. So looking forward to that travel. Uh, so if we're able to do it without too much quarantine time, which is going to be about 3 to 6 days, which I'm not thrilled about, I say no, but my wife says yes, so I will comply. And I think because we haven't gone anywhere in a while, and I'm going to start a new YouTube channel. A new YouTube channel. Yes, I am. Haven't made a video yet, but you may have seen what it's going to be about. For my 49th birthday, my wife bought me a sailboat. A sailboat. Now, I don't have cancer. I am not dying, because I've said in the past that if you see a sailboat show up, I've got cancer, and I'm going to go sail around the world, see all the things I want to see before I die from cancer. And all they will ever find is a ghost ship. Well, I don't have cancer. I'm not dying. I'm okay. But I really kind of would like to learn how to sail. So she saw the sailboat along the road. She's like, oh, it's perfect. I'm like, it's not perfect. She's like, oh, no, it's perfect. It's the right size. This thing is perfect. We can learn to sail on this thing. And then when you want to go around the world, you can in a bigger boat. But I'm thinking, who's fixing this thing up? Huh? Who's fixing this thing up? So I guess it's me. I'm fixing it up. So that's what this new channel is going to be about. I'm actually, the sailboat's at the farm. I'm going to bring it to my house, and we're going to go through and fix the sailboat. And, yeah, you're going to witness us launch this thing at some point in our lives. But anyway, I would like to say that the sailboat is only 25 feet long. It is a 25-foot MacGregor 25. It has a swing keel or a daggerboard keel, which is pretty awesome. I know a little more about sailing than most people think I do because I've been researching it, because it's something I want to do. Now, we're going to name the boat. And I think I've named it. I thought about it yesterday, and I want to call it the Cork. And SV the Cork. So the sailing vessel, the Cork. Because a 25-foot boat sailing across this great ocean is not big enough. It will be like a cork on the water. So anyway, stay tuned for that when I announce that one for real, that I'm going to start this YouTube channel just specifically for the Cork, and we'll go from there. But anyways, I want to thank this fella enough. I'm terrible with names, I know. Adrian Dickinson. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for this kingly gift. It was awesome. Yes. Oh, and I would like to also leave, before I hang up this 20-minute video, I would like to say that if you say, it must be nice, I wish I could go, or I'll never get there, you've already defeated yourself. Set goals for yourself. Like, boy, I want to go to the Isle of Man and watch the TT race. I'm going to go to the Isle of Man and watch the TT race at some point in my life. It's just it's not an option. It's what I want to do. Now, if you say, you know what, I would love to go to the Isle of Man, but I'll probably never get there. Chances are you're never going to get there. And it's just like making money, buying a new car, buying a house, things like that. You say, oh, I would love to buy a house, but I've always been a renter, so I'll probably never buy a house. You've already defeated yourself. Tell yourself, I'm going to. Tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it. Sitting on the couch watching me on YouTube is not going to get you that sailboat, not going to get you that house, not going to get you that motorcycle. It's not going to buy you that airplane ticket. It's not going to make you any more money. It's just going to keep you on that couch watching me tell you to get your ass off the couch and go do something with your life before it is too late. So, anyways, with that, have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much again for the sign. I will cherish it. Have a nice day.